Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be doing a mukbang with my mom.
Hi everyone, my name is Regina.
And for those who don't know, my name is Jocelyn. So we have some boiling crab, we have some shrimp, and we have some clams right here. And we are going to be doing a get to know me mukbang. So my mom is going to ask me some questions. I found like 15 questions of the like get to know me tag on the web. So my mom is going to be asking me the questions and I'm going to be reading them off. So let's go ahead and get started.
Let's go ahead and get me some shrimp first. Before we get to these questions.
We blessed the food before we started the video, everyone.
Yes, we did.
I think it's kind of hot.
I was just thinking the same thing.
That it was hot.
He just cut right into it. I didn't pray over their food.
Oh, saying that? Yeah. They're going to be like, these heathen.
How old are you?
I am 29. 25. No, I'm playing 29.
When is your birthday?
September 16th, 1990, and I am a Virgo. I am a 90s baby.
Okay. And how tall are you?
I am 5'7" and some change. So I usually tell people like 5'8", but 5'7", 5'7.5", y'all.
And what's your nationality?
I am full black.
Okay. And where were you born?
I was born in Bakersfield, California, but I don't call that home simply because my mom moved us before I was like a year. So I say that I'm from Fresno, California, because that's where I was raised. And I currently live in Dallas, Texas.
Do you see yourself ever going back to California?
Nope.
Well, moving back.
Yeah. Going back to visit family, but no, I don't see myself moving back to California. I actually really like it in Dallas. Like I like being down south. Like if I moved anywhere, it would just be somewhere down south. It wouldn't be like back to the West Coast. So I actually really like being down south. So Dallas is home for now.
What's wrong with California?
It's too expensive. Too expensive. Yeah, I mean that's like the main thing. Like it's like just way overpriced. But I think that it's like I feel like it's more to do here.
More opportunities?
Yeah, it's like better opportunities in Dallas. It's way more better opportunities in Dallas. And I'm not just saying that, like it really is. A lot of people from California is actually like moving this way.
It's the place to be.
Yeah.
Down south.
Right.
What's your favorite food?
Seafood. What we eating right now. Any seafood. I love seafood. I can eat it every day.
Okay. Do you like sports?
I do.
What's your
I
favorite
actually just started watching football and start getting football, y'all. I'm low key like a little football fan now. Who'd have thought?
Football is the best.
Right. You said what's my favorite?
What's your favorite sport?
My favorite sport is track. Because I ran track growing up. And I just loved it.
And
Actually
she
did.
She hated it.
I hated it at the time because our coach was very strict. But I actually love track. And I miss it a lot. But I mean, I ran track. I played basketball. I played soccer for a year. That was cool. I did volleyball for a year. That was cool. But like track and basketball were my like main two.
Okay. Why did you start a YouTube channel?
Because like I stay on YouTube. I'm on YouTube more than I'm on like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snap. Like I stay on YouTube, and like I always wanted to start a YouTube. I just was like, I guess, just shy. And I will always just be like, no, it's not time, or I'll wait till this, or I'll wait a little bit longer, or, you know, all of this other stuff. Let me research a little bit more, or everything else. Until it's just like, I was like, you know what? Let me just start.
Yeah. You used to doubt yourself a lot. Too,
Yeah.
Be in your head.
Not even lie. I used to, like, I'm not, like, my toughest critic. I really doubt myself. It used to be, like, all in my head. So that's pretty much, I've been wanting to start YouTube for some years though, but you know, I was just like, let me just, you know, pick up a camera and get the recording.
What is your channel going to be about?
I wanted to just be about like just, you know, beauty, lifestyle. I am getting back into fitness, so that as well, going with me on my fitness journey and everything like that. But yeah, just pretty much just everything me. Everything me.
That's cool. And what's your relationship status right now? You single? Engaged?
Girl, you know. You know I I am single. I am single. I'm not really looking though. Like, I'm actually enjoying being single. Not saying like I'm out here like dating a lot, but like I'm like just enjoying getting to know myself pretty much, and like growing and things like that. So when the time comes, you know, I'll wait for God to send me my man.
When he do send you your man, what's your ideal man that you want God to send to you?
I want him to be, first and foremost, a man of God. Like, I want a God-fearing man. I really do. Somebody that I can openly talk about God with. He could talk back about it. You know, someone that would lead me. You know what I mean? Pray for me, cover me, as well as, like, that's what I do with, you know, whoever I'm with. So that's the main thing. Also, what else?
Can he have kids? Can he not?
Probably a child. What you mean kids? Like how many?
I mean, what?
I honestly feel like two is the most. That's kind of, two is the most. Just because I'm, you know, getting older, but two is the most. I don't mind that, just as long as you don't have baby mama drama. That's not what I'm about. Just no disrespect. But like that, God-fearing man, an understanding man, a man that communicates properly, man that is transparent, like a man that knows what he wants as well, who's not going to play games. I don't want that at all. I said understanding. You know, easy on the eye. Not gonna sit here in front. Easy on the eye. But yeah, those are like the main things. Somebody who's understanding, who is good as well as at communicating. Like really communicating. Someone who's transparent. Someone who knows what he wants. Yeah, I said like all of that. But yeah, I don't want no dude who, you know, don't really know if he want to be in a relationship. I feel like you just really have to know what you want and be honest with yourself and be honest with that person.
Right.
Because that would like that would help a lot. Like, and if we gonna waste time, like who wants to waste time at this age?
Right.
So, I do want marriage.
Okay.
I do want to have a child.
Mm-hmm.
So if he do have a kid or two, you know,
Mm-hmm.
I would want a man who actually wants to have, you know, another one.
Okay.
I don't want a man who's going to be closed off. Yeah.
What's your deal breaker? Excuse me, your deal breaker.
A man who's not God fearing. A man who don't love the Lord. That's my absolute deal breaker. Like, I don't play with that.
Mm-hmm.
So, that. I'm not saying like you got to be religious or anything like that. You just have to have a relationship with God. Someone who is not honest, just pretty much everything I said. If they don't have everything that I just said, that. Someone who's not honest at all. Someone who's not a man of his word.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going for that. Someone who don't want marriage or a kid. Those are my deal breakers because that's something that I want, and I'm not going to compromise for that.
It's good though. That's one thing. Down south, they have a lot of
Good seafood.
seafood. Yes.
Some places, like, honestly, like, when I go get, like, crab and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I usually tell them, like, naked because some of their, like, seasoning is just too much. Like,
Yeah.
it's so much.
Yeah. Like that place we went with, the crabs that had all the seasoning.
Yes,
And it was
like,
salty.
I did not finish that food, and that was, like, the first time ever I did not finish seafood. But, see, that's the thing. I don't really eat too much salt. I don't like salt on stuff.
Yeah.
Oh. That broke me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with the, I know you were talking about you trying to get back into fitness.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with the fitness, are you looking to be, because I know you model.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I just...
What it do with it, guy?
Huh?
What it do?
Yeah, it popped on my cheek. Went over the glasses. Like, dang.
I know you've been talking about like the fitness stuff lately.
Mm-hmm.
With the fitness stuff, are you like wanting to be like a fitness model?
No.
Or are you just getting back healthy, getting back in shape?
Just getting back in shape, honestly. I mean, I like the weight that I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong. It's just health-wise,
Mm-hmm.
it's not good.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm not trying to lose, like, a lot of weight, but I do want to tone it up and, you know, tighten.
Mm-hmm.
Tighten everything up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, I'm not really trying to be like a fitness model.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, not really gonna be like a fitness like guru, anything like that. Like, it's, of course I do want to record when I'm working out and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to eat better, cause y'all, I eat bad. I do eat bad. So,
But it's so hard to eat. I guess it is a mindset thing.
yeah, you gotta be disciplined. It's like how bad you really want it to.
Right. But it's so hard. As we think about it all the time, it's just so hard because it's some good food here, and they fry everything.
Oh my gosh, the state fair? Everything was fried. Like, I did not know you can fry ice cream. I still don't know how you fry ice cream.
It's like when we was in Fresno, they had. I used to always see fried Twinkies. I don't know
I
how
mean,
you
but I
fry
understand you frying Twinkies, but ice cream, I would think the ice cream is gonna melt soon as it, like, I don't know. But yeah, when I came to visit here, before moving here, and we like went to the fair, like it was like everything was fried.
I still want to try the turkey leg. I've never had the turkey leg, and everybody here talks about the turkey leg. We was talking about it at work the other day, and it was just, the turkey leg is the best thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
I still want to try that.
Let me ask you some questions. What's some of the questions that I had on there? What's your ideal man? You want to have more kids?
You funny.
You want any more kids, girl?
Nope.
You don't want to squeeze one more out?
No. I do want more grandkids.
You just got one.
Hint. I have one. I have two now.
You just got a new one. Not even a month ago.
I have two.
Mm-hmm.
Another one on the way. Brittany's. And I need a couple from you.
I feel like marriage is something I'm not going to rush, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to like, you know, I'm not like, oh, I'm about to be 30. I need to hurry up and find a dude to marry.
Mm-hmm.
But like, as far as like a kid, like, so I'm not going to have a cutoff time for marriage.
Mm-hmm.
But I do feel like I'm going to have a cutoff time for having a kid. I think once I hit 35, I don't think that I'm going, if I don't have one by 35, then it's just like, I'm like, nah. Because I think that it's just more health issues.
So what about if you don't have one naturally, you know, carry your own child?
I would like to, but I mean, everything is God's plan. I can't, if it's
like
not
a surrogate or adoption.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's not in God's plan for me to carry my own, that's something that I would just have to deal with.
Right.
But yeah, I will consider like a surrogate, and if that's not possible, then adoption. But I feel like I'll love the baby either way.
Right.
The only thing is I just wasn't, you know,
able to carry it.
Able to carry. So, you know what I mean? But everything is God's plan. Whatever He has planned for me, then I'm gonna have to go with it.
Yeah. Because our plans and God's plans are not always the same.
Now, I do have like a question. Do you believe everyone have a soulmate? And if so, do you believe that you could have more than one soulmate?
I do believe that everyone has a soulmate.
Mm-hmm.
There's somebody for
Everyone.
For everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But I do feel that, yeah, everyone has a soulmate. You say,
And if so, can you have more than one soulmate?
I don't think you can.
You don't think so?
I don't think you can. Okay, wait. Let me take that back.
Okay.
I think you can have more than one soulmate.
Mm-hmm.
Because what if you were with your soulmate, or what if your soulmate passed away,
or you know,
and God had another soulmate for you? So
yeah.
yes. So yes.
That's what I was thinking.
So yes, I do.
I don't. Now, I really don't think that everybody has a soulmate.
Why?
Because for the people who pass before even getting a chance to date or anything like that, that's why I feel like not everyone has a soulmate. But you know, like I always like said that, like I don't think like everybody is meant to be married or anything like that. I mean, when you have one, then yeah, if you have one, then yeah, but I don't think that everyone has a soulmate. I do think that like women more so can have more than one, but I think for men, it's kind of hard getting them to like fall in love or um be with that one person or anything like that. I don't really think like men have more than one soulmate.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I think like they have their one like little, love, and if that don't work, then they just kind of like, I don't know. I could be wrong. Like, I don't know. I could be wrong, but I just don't see it.
No, I feel they do.
That's why it's like, I would, I mean, I would be hesitant to date a dude who has been married before.
Why?
Because a lot of dudes I feel like a lot of dudes that has been married, had a family, they kind of don't want that anymore. Like, it's just kind of like they get out and just like, okay, well, I'm out here doing me.
I feel
and on top of that, it's just like I just said, I don't really know dudes having like, you don't really ever hear a dude being like, I was in love with every one of my girlfriends. Like a lot of dudes that like I'll be cool with or whatever has said like, they've had like one true like love.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like their first love. And then after that, it's just like they just been out here playing the field. Just, wow.
So do you feel that when they say they're one true love, they've only had one true love, do you feel that they're capable to love another woman other than that one true love, and really wholeheartedly love that person?
I feel like, if you really wanted to, yeah. But I feel like dudes is so easy of putting a guard up. Like, it's just like hard to like break down those like walls for certain dudes who's actually been married before. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so hard to do that. That's the only thing about I'm like a little bit like, on the fence of like dating another man who has been married. That's not to say like I feel like my ex didn't love me. It's just like, I don't know, like a lot of things is just
But see, men are different from women. Women are more emotional than men. So men, they
don't connect like that.
Right. And they kind of, I don't know if men think that if they show emotion or really love a woman or whatever, that people is going to think that they're a punk or something, or weak.
I don't necessarily think that. I just think that a lot of them are just really tough. And I think that that's just how a lot of them really had to be, or that's how they grew up. I don't think that it's like they think like they boy gonna think they some simps, or I don't think that's the case at all. Like, I really don't. I just think that that's how a lot of guys are. Some guys aren't, but I think that a lot of, and not single out black men, but it's a lot of black men. Love my black man. Love y'all. But it's a lot of black men that is just kind of like, they don't show too much of like emotions. They're not, and I'm not saying I want to do that like boo-hoo, but I do want to do that, show some emotion, who lets me in. Like, I'm the type of person that I want to know about everything. I want to know your childhood. I want to know your fears. I want to know, you know what I mean, things that you've been through, whatever the case may be. Like, I want to know all of that. And I'm not going to be one of them chicks that's just like, you know, like, like, he's damaged, or, you know, throw that back in your face. Like, nah, he too weak.
Some things.
But not even that, like, nah, he too weak. Like, he didn't cry. Like,
No.
Oh, shoot, he dropped a couple tears. He a little, nah. So I think that's what it is. I don't think that they, like, afraid that they homeboys gonna think they're simps. I just feel like they're just, guys are tough. Like, that's how, it's kind of hard getting through to them.
It really is. It really is.
So that's another thing that I want to, somebody who
Who's gonna open up.
is gonna open up. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because you should, you know. You guys should be like best friends, and they could tell you anything and tell you, you know, their fears, like you said, and what they went through as a child. But maybe they have it so pressed down
that they don't know how to bring it up.
Right, that they don't know how to. Or maybe they feel that if they really lay it out what they've been through as a child, that you'll run.
Just what they've been through, period.
That could be
no. But I feel like that's just for anybody. Like, if you've been through some, like, trauma shit, or if you've been through anything, like, that's what a female or anything, you lay something out to somebody, you don't know if this person's gonna be like, oh, nah, like, hell no, I can't deal with that. Like, you know, you don't know. So that's what a female or a male. So I really don't know. I think that we will just have to, like, talk to a man about that. Like, but I mean, I feel like it's helpful in a relationship. Like, somebody don't want to be with somebody and be married and just be finding out, like, random things that you could have, like, opened up to someone about. Like, I want to fall in love with everything about a man. Like, your flaws, everything. Like, everything.
I do have one question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like I say, we've all been through some things. Can you date a man who's never been through nothing?
No.
And why?
It's hard to. Because, and this is not for everyone, this is just experience that I've had with people, that if they never been through anything, they really don't know what people go through. So they become a little bit judgmental of things. They're not understanding of, I feel like they're not understanding of, some things stem from a lot of things, so you got to kind of dig deep. Like I said, from my experience with, you know, guys who haven't been through anything, like anything. I know this guy that I was, you know, that I'm cool with, or whatever the case may be. He hasn't been through anything. Like, he hasn't really been through, like, having death in the family, nothing. So he can be very judgmental of other people. And I have caught myself, like, checking him on some things that he said about, like, another man, or, you know, another young guy, of, like, you know, just saying little remarks. Like, he was like, you know, a dude had did something, like, you know, if a guy robbed, you know, a black man or something like that, you know, do some crime or whatever, they're like, oh, but that's because, you know, he ain't grow up with no dad. And he have said that before. And to me, that was like the biggest turn off ever. Because I was just kind of like, you know, I told him, I was like, that's not fair for you to say. Because people who have had dads in the house, you know, some people, they messed up too. Like, people make mistakes. But I was like, that's not fair, because somebody not growing up with a father in a house, that's not their choice. Like, they didn't choose to be like, they have an absent dad, or, you know, their dad have passed, or whatever happened, they didn't choose that.
Right.
That just, you know, is the, you know, the hand they were dealt.
Right.
As well as I told him, like, you didn't choose that you actually had a dad who was in the house. Right. So that's not fair for you to just say that about, you know what I mean? And the fact that he is African American and that he, you know, spoke. So that's just like a little example to where that's a big turnoff to me. So honestly, like, I'm just saying, like, from what I know, I can't. But, you know, you never know. I might meet somebody who hasn't been through anything or, you know, anything like that. And, you know, he is like a humble person. He don't judge. So I don't know what God has in store for me. But I'm just saying, from what I have experienced and what I have seen, I can't do that. Because I would check your ass. Like, even if it wasn't directed towards me, it's directed towards anybody else. Like, you can't really... I don't like people being judgmental. Well, that's not really cool.
Maybe a man that, like you said, if God if God had a man for you that hasn't been through nothing, maybe this man is not judgmental, and this man is more understanding of when you have been through things and you
or other people,
right? They're more.
Yeah, they're more understanding of people. Yeah, I mean, if God had a guy for me like that, then, I mean, of course, I'm not going to bypass my soulmate. I'm not going to tell God, like, nah, that ain't him. I'm not going to be like, nah, God, that ain't it. Go to the next person. Like, no.
He ain't been through that. Nah.
Right. Who am I to tell God, like, he ain't it for me. That ain't it. Like, no. So, if God had that, then, yeah. But,
wow. Yeah, that's not fair to say that somebody is going through something or they out here killing people
because they had an absent father
because their daddy went in their life.
No. Yeah, like, but I feel like that's what a lot of people, you know, would say, and I don't think that that's fair. So, yeah, that is to answer that question. I'm a pretty chill person, so it's like I'm not really like a needy person or anything like that with like dating. Like, that's what.
Will you do long distance again?
I pray to God I don't have to. Long distance, look, that 2 years of like long distance, that was a big part of why we are no longer together. But I pray God do not have anybody that don't live in Dallas for me. But if he do, I know that it will be better. Like I said, you just communication, like, you know what I mean? Like, if you are in a long distance relationship, you gotta make up for it and like communicating with somebody. Like, you can't go, you know, a day without talking to somebody or anything like that, because it's like, I can't just be like, okay, I ain't talk to you. Oh, I'm gonna just pull up on you, or, you know, you just gonna come see me, or, you know, anything like that. It's like, we're far away. So it's like, you gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta give someone something. So, again, I pray that God do not have somebody, another long distance. But if he do,
it'll be better.
It will be better, and it will have to be like, we will have to see each other often. Like, it will have to be like, I think Sarah Jakes said it. Who said it? Like, they didn't go like 2 weeks without seeing each other.
And even
Cynthia. They don't go like more than 2 weeks without seeing each other. So I think it will have to be like a situation like that. But I would like to date somebody who stays in the same city as me, at least same state. I mean, maybe driving distance will be better.
Couple hours.
Yeah, a couple hours. Not somebody who, somebody not who, like, you know, flight. You got to get on the airplane to go to them. So.
Yeah. That's a hard thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I know I can't do long distance.
No.
Because
you're impatient.
I am. And when I want to see you, I want to see you.
Yeah. And you're stuck in your ways. You're just like,
whatever.
It's your way or the highway.
Whatever.
No. But yeah. So, you know, that was our first mukbang. I really don't know how people eat a lot of food. We get full fast.
real fast.
We still have like shrimp and some clams.
Yeah.
I get full fast. I love to eat, but I do get full fast. So yeah, so
if you guys have any questions for Jocelyn or myself, just leave a comment and we will answer your questions.
girl, go ahead and close it out then. Yeah, what she said. Well, you know, I hope you guys enjoyed that little, you know, get to know me a little bit, you know, the basics or anything like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, thumbs up. Subscribe if you want. I would appreciate if you do. That would make me smile, make me a little happy. And yeah, if you guys have, you know, any ideas of like what type of videos I should do, you know, anything like that, go ahead. Just like she said, drop it in the comments. And I would definitely try to get to those. But yeah, again, thank you for watching.